Hi, I'm Josh Elliott. I'm the executive chef of Toro here on the south end of Boston. So here at Toro, obviously this is a restaurant that, is pretty well established as far as the expectation that people have for tapas. The chef and owners, Ken and Jamie, a long time ago, fell in love with the food of Spain. Whether it be from Barcelona, Madrid, San Sebastian, the Basque Country. So that's where a lot of our inspiration and origin comes from. At the end of the day, I'm an American chef. I think that the one thing we have the advantage of operating in this country right now as a chef or restaurateur is that we don't have to stay within these bumpers. Today I'm making Scallop Crudo with a black trumpet mushroom ponzu, pickled green apple and walnut, and grilled lamb ribs with kobeyaki, toasted coriander, Togarashi, and a fish sauce vinaigrette. So here at Toro, we definitely use a lot of Japanese products, something that has a very strong influence and impact on our menu. Using Kikkoman here for me at Toro is a product that I've had in my pantry since I was a kid. More so I can speak to. It's the brand of soy sauce that I grew up with and I know it. There's a consistency in the product that's, unparalleled, and it just tastes good. So we chose pickled green apple for this just because it has a little bit more acidity. And we make really simple. We just slice very thin on a mandolin, salt lightly. We're gonna add a couple of jalapeno peppers, and then we'll build our pickling liquid on the side, which is just water, rice vinegar, and sugar. We just bring that up to a boil and pour it over our apples. So to build the Scallop Crudo, once we have all of our mise en place gathered and we have everything ready to go, basically all we have to do is just slice our scallops. You don't have to slice them, you can chop them into chunks if you prefer. So for the black trumpet ponzu, we, if available, we will take fresh black trumpets. In this case, we get a high quality dried black trumpet mushroom, which I actually sometimes prefer because they have a little bit more depth of flavor. The next step for us will be to just lightly drizzle the black trumpet mushroom ponzu. So the less sodium soy sauce that we use in this ponzu is bringing a depth to the ponzu, and then it's also bringing a nice base level of salinity that we're still able to control a little bit better. And then for us here, we like to finish with a little bit of the walnut oil that we seasoned the black trumpet mushrooms with. Plate the black trumpet mushrooms, a squeeze of lime, fresh lime juice, and then we're just gonna finish with fleur de sel and some of the pickled green apple, and that's the dish. And here we have our Scallop Crudo made with Kikkoman less sodium soy sauce and Kikkoman rice vinegar. So for the lamb ribs that we did today, that's a dish that we have a little bit different version of on our menu, so we just wanted to play with that. The lamb ribs come in, we brine them, we remove them from the brine, we season them with tons of aromatics like coriander and ginger and fennel seed and garlic. And then what we do is we just wrap them in plastic wrap and foil very tightly, and we kind of slow bake them. So we decided to go with the sauce that works well with charred meat. Kobeyaki came to mind, so sort of playing on that childhood memory of teriyaki. But I just love unagi, especially the Kikkoman unagi. It's just sweet and funky and delicious. And I wanted to make a sauce with that. We made a very simple, almost like a barbecue sauce, because you're starting with rice vinegar, you have soy sauce there, you have your mirin for a little bit of sweetness, and then our unagi to sort of finish out that sweetness and that sort of umami, again, that roundness, that fullness of flavor. So once we make that glaze, we just brush it onto the grilled lamb rib. We like to stick them in the oven here for a few minutes, a pretty high oven, like a 425 degrees. It just helps get the sauce a little bit tackier and shinier. To finish the lamb ribs, all we did was we just made what we're calling a toasted coriander, Togarashi. It's basically just toasted coriander seeds, some toasted fennel seeds, dehydrated yuzu powder, some fried garlic, and we just crack all of that in a mortar and pestle. It becomes very fragrant, very aromatic. And this is our grilled lamb ribs with Kikkoman unagi sauce.